Welcome to Week 5 Monday Night Football. It is the Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers here at home. The Raiders coming off a victory last week against the Chargers where Josh Jacobs, as you can see, put up 150 plus yards. The Raiders finally on the board in the win column. 1-3 as they are taking on a Packers team who early on in the season has surprised a little bit. 3-1 behind Jordan Love. The young Packers offense is thriving early while the Raiders offense is, for the most part, sputtering as Jimmy Garoppolo continues to struggle. He did enough to get a victory against the Chargers, but as he's seen in the games against the Broncos, he was just not very good, and he got knocked out of the Steelers game, and Aiden O'Connell played better than he did, but against the Steelers it did not work out either. Let's see if we can get our second win of the season and a second win in a row. It is the Packers Raiders Monday Night Football. Kick is off and the game is underway. Packers will be fielding this football first as a kneel down touchback, and out onto the field will come Jordan Love, finally getting his chance to be the quarterback of the Packers. Sat behind Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, and he's led this Packers team to a 3-1 record, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks. Not too bad for a first-time starting quarterback, as the Packers will take field, 25-yard line. They will go Aaron Jones on the ground, and Aaron Jones, who's had a really nice season, on track to have maybe one of his best seasons, maybe his very best season, as he had 117 yards last week, as Aaron Jones will go with the football again, and he gets a first down, and Aaron Jones to the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs. They go Jordan Love in the air now, and Love to throw outside. He's got his man, and it's going to be close to a first down, but not quite. That was Wicks as they go counter. It's Aaron Jones fighting for a first down, and already near in midfield. As Love to the air, quick outside, he's got Christian Watson, and Watson's first catch of the game takes him to the 39-yard line. Love play action, rolling to the right, and he goes Watson's way again, and he's got Christian Watson, 19 yards, and they're in the red zone. Love to the air, and clean pocket, he's got Christian Watson for a third straight time, 8 yards. And Love will go to the air once more, outside, going to the end zone, but he throws it out the back corner. 3rd and 2, Love takes to the air once more, quick hitter outside, and he's got a first down inside the 10-yard line, spreading the field, pump fake, Love over the middle, he's got a completion, not quite a touchdown, so they're at the 5-yard line. They go Aaron Jones, Aaron Jones gets met by Robert Spillane, taken down 3-yard line, Love outside, great deflection, the Raiders hold strong inside the 5, and it'll be a field goal try. The Packers put 3 on the board. Jimmy Garoppolo in this offense comes onto the field. Josh Jacobs takes the first carry, and Jacobs goes to the outside. Josh Jacobs, first carry of the game, and he already is up and running for over 20 yards, trying to pick up where he left off from last week as we go back to Jacobs once more. Not quite 20 yards, but we'll take 5 yards on first down as we go Jacobs once again, where Rashawn Gary brings him down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 6. Garoppolo will throw, and he's got a man. Adams can't hang on, and Garoppolo a little banged up on that play, but a quick 3-and-out for the Raiders as Jordan Love will throw quick, and he's got a completion for 6. We go Aaron Jones on the ground, and Aaron Jones met by Spillane, Crosby, and a whole bunch of Packers, but it sets up 3rd and 2. Quick toss outside, Aaron Jones, he's stopped. And 4th down, Divine Diablo makes the stop as Garoppolo in the offense takes the field once more. Garoppolo to throw on the run, and he's got Jacoby Myers down the field. A rare big pass play for this offense, but he's got it down to the 33 as we go Jacobs inside on the first down carry. He's got 2. Garoppolo to throw now, and he's getting chased by Rashawn Gary, just barely gets the throw off, and it'll be 3rd and 8. Garoppolo once more to the air. He steps up, but he steps up right into pressure, and Akeem Hicks, the veteran, gets the sack. Daniel Carlson will come on as the Raiders tack on a field goal to make it an early 3-3 tie. We get a quick possession there, but it does result in some points after the good field position. Packers will take over as Jordan Love takes a first down throw and has a quick hitter outside on a curl route to Christian Watson, who's already got like 4 catches this game. Incomplete on second down as Love overshoots it. Now spreading the field is Love will go outside again, and it's the same thing, but this time it does not work. Robert Spillane got out there. 3rd and 10. Love will go up top to Watson, but he just missed him. Wow, that was close as Garoppolo on the offense take over with good field position again, and Jacobs runs through a man, and he gets himself a first down. Play action now. Garoppolo will look for Adams, and Davante Adams gets it swatted down. Davante Adams looking to have a big game against his former team, but nothing so far as Jacobs finds a hole, and Josh Jacobs will make a beat in the open field, but he gets brought down. But once again, Josh Jacobs is running very well in the first quarter. Second quarter now underway as Michael Mayer has the catch, and he's running for the end zone, but he gets chased down at the 5-yard line. Can the Raiders take the lead? Go into Jacobs, breaks a tackle, but Jacobs gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo, second down, going to Adams, just outside of his reach, and almost a touchdown. Garoppolo this time, he hits it. Davante Adams, touchdown Raiders, and Davante Adams gets to put up a touchdown on his former team that traded him away, and Adams puts us up 10-3. Love now taking over, quick hitter, and he's got a completion, but no yards. Spreading the field now. A lot of 5-wide setups as the Packers get a completion. First down, and now 1st and 10. New set of downs. Aaron Jones trying to dance around the backfield a little bit. Devon Diablo brings him down. Love now back to the air, trying to hit one, and there's Jacorian Bennett all over Christian Watson. 3rd and 10. Now up top. Maybe it's a step, but he overthrew it. That was going to be a tough one to complete. Jacorian Bennett getting a lot of action on that drive. Raiders take over. Here's Zamir White on a carry, and Zamir White gets just a single yard. Now Jacobs back out onto the field. Garoppolo will throw underneath, and he's got DeAndre Carter, and DeAndre Carter gets it to a 3rd and 3. Now handing it off. There's Jacobs breaking a tackle, and it's just enough to get the first down. Jacobs having a great impact in this game, and now let's get him going through the air as Jacobs only gets 3 on the screen. 2nd and 7. Quick drop for Garoppolo. Outside, and that should have been an interception for Rasul Douglas. Usually a guy who always gets his hands on the football and turns it over. 3rd down. Jacoby Myers unable to get it. Interception or not, Packers still take over with the football. They go underneath, quick hitter. Christian Watson for 6 yards on first down, sets up 2nd down, and Love, quick throw in a slant, and it's hit, broken up, and that will be Tyree Wilson injured on the play. He'll come out. Chandler Jones checks in as they get a quick 3rd down completion as Love now hands it off. And there goes Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones, ooh, he was so close to breaking that one free. Moehrig brought him down. Now Aaron Jones gets the carry again. And another lane for Aaron Jones, who makes a man miss and gets 9 yards. And Aaron Jones now play action to him. And the Raiders drop it back in coverage, and they hit Aaron Jones underneath. And Jones, it's been his drive so far. They go back to him on the ground, and Jones gets 6 yards. 2nd and 4, near in the red zone. Second half winding down as they go A.J. Dillon now. Little change of pace as Dillon powers his way into the red zone for a first down. Love outside, very quick. There's Christian Watson once again. A lot of quick hitters. Love, another quick hitter. This one not so efficient as gets about nothing there. 3rd and 4. Love to throw in the end zone, and he missed it. Jordan Love had a man in the end zone potentially, but he missed it. Packers have to settle for a field goal, and we'll take the 3, but they could have had 7. Last play before the 2-minute warning is Garoppolo play action. Garoppolo will throw it down the field. He's got Jacoby Myers. 2-minute warning. Now we go Zamir White on the ground, and Zamir White gets absolutely blown up at the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo to throw, hit, and almost picked off. That should have been going the other way. Garoppolo got away with one, and now he'll throw outside to Mayer, and it's swatted away. 4th down, we give the ball right back, and Christian Watson, that was a tough one to bring in as it's incomplete, and now play action, and Divine Diablo does not fall for it. He blows up Jordan Love, and it's 3rd and 18, and now the Packers just going to concede. They go Aaron Jones, and it'll be 4th down. Raiders take over, as Garoppolo will throw outside. Josh Jacobs out of bounds. Great field position to start. We have a chance to put some points up on the board as Garoppolo to roll out. Gary chasing him, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Garoppolo now blowing off the edge was Rashawn Gary, and it's a sack. We let the clock wind down to 3 seconds, burn our final timeout, and Garoppolo's going to throw a Hail Mary to end the half. Gary hits him, though. It's incomplete. And we'll go into half. Rashawn Gary blowing up that possession for us and really taking away our chance to get some points. But regardless, the Raiders, despite not being overly productive on offense, just about 130, 140 yards on offense in the first half, are able to take a lead into the second half as defense has played pretty solid so far, and we are happy with what has taken place in this half, as you know, compared to what happened in Denver, the struggles we faced in Pittsburgh. We will more than take. The second half is next. Second half is underway. Raiders football. Zamir White in the backfield as a man in motion, as we will go Zamir White on the ground, and he will get blown up by Kenny Clark. No gain. Now we have Jacobs back in the game, and Josh Jacobs takes a carry and has a lot of room to the outside. Josh Jacobs to midfield to the 49-yard line, being shoved out. But Josh Jacobs with another big play in this game. Back to him we go as Jacobs with a cut to the outside, and Rashawn Gary comes in to make the tackle. Gain of 7. Now play action. And speaking of Rashawn Gary, and he's flying off the edge once again. Jermaine Illuminator is having a lot of trouble covering Gary on the outside. It's Garoppolo on third down, hits Jacobs, making Rasul Douglas miss, and Josh Jacobs has a first down and a lot more. 12 yards to the 30-yard line. Toss out, right side, stiff arm to Jair. He gets brought down, but he's so hard to take down on first contact as play action. But guess who's coming flying off the edge again? It's Rashawn Gary hitting Garoppolo as he throws. It'll be 3rd and 11, and Garoppolo will just hit one quick under pressure to Michael Mayer. It'll be short of the marker. It'll be a field goal try, and the Raiders, Daniel Carlson knocks it through. It'll be 13-6. We take a full touchdown lead, but Rashawn Gary is starting to really make some big plays, and we'll see if we can just get a man on him, block him. We might have to double team him as Aaron Jones takes the first down carry. 6 yards for him as Aaron Jones has been the best part of this Packers offense as Jones makes a cut to the outside, and Jones now, he has a big run making his team near midfield just like Jacobs did last possession, but they're going to go right back to Aaron Jones, who has 9 yards now. Now 2nd and 1. Aaron Jones once again getting through, and he has a first down. Just riding Aaron Jones as it's another handoff to him, and he fights his way for 5. Jones stays in the game, but Love this time goes to the air, and it's knocked away. And that is an incomplete pass that sets up 3rd and 5. Love to the air, quick, outside, incomplete once again. One too many times trying to hit that same exact play as a field goal try is up and good, but there is a flag on the play as it's going to be roughing the kicker. I don't know about this one. You're going to see the replay here in a second. Duke Shelley, he ran into the leg, but it's a little bit of a flop, it feels like, as it'll go over the middle. Christian Watson taking him down to the 2-yard line. Love, quick pass, touchdown, Packers. That's Bo Melton, and they capitalized just like that off the mistake from the Raiders special teams. Jacoby Myers with a quick bubble screen outside, 3 yards. Garoppolo now will stretch it to Jacobs, and here goes Josh Jacobs again. Jacobs past midfield, 40, 35, brought down to the 33. Akeem Hicks goes down, but Josh Jacobs is having an amazing game. Play action now. He'll go deep to Vontae Adams in double coverage, and it's swatted away. That was Rasul Douglas in coverage. 2nd and 10. Zamir White takes a carry. White gets 3, sets up a 3rd and 7. Has Garoppolo to the air. He'll throw. End zone. This is for Trey Tucker, the rookie. Could have got more air under it, but unfortunately it's incomplete. Jair in the coverage. Carlson will boot through yet another field goal. Raiders take the lead right back. But the Packers closing in, still 3-point game as Aaron Jones takes the carry, and Aaron Jones has 4 yards. It's been a running back duel between these two great backs as Aaron Jones on the screen will fight his way for a first down, falling forward into the 39-yard line. Love to the air. Jones picks up the blitz, and he throws it outside, and that'll be 6 yards. Love to the air once more. Outside again. Caught again. And 3rd and 1. Will they go back to Aaron Jones? Yes, they will. And a big hole opens up. Big hole, Aaron Jones. And Marcus Epps has to chase him down, but not before he gets to the 12-yard line. Aaron Jones is exploding this game as they go quick hitter. Touchdown, Christian Watson. And he was wide open. Jacorian Bennett, I think he just whiffed on that one as Zamir White takes a carry as the Raiders take over. Kenny Clark knocks him down for a loss of 2. Garoppolo hits Davante Adams. He's able to hang on for a gain of 10. Now 3rd and 2. Garoppolo will have a man, Zamir White, coming out of the backfield. He'll get the first down. Plenty enough. And there's Josh Jacobs checking back into the game to take a carry. Only gets a yard, but Josh Jacobs going for another 150-yard game potentially. And that's just a miss. Jacobs was wide open underneath. Garoppolo missed him. Does he have something on 3rd down instead? No, he does not. And it's going to be Packers football to start this 4th quarter. Love to the air. And he hits his man. No, he does not. That's broken up. That's Nate Hobbs. 2nd and 10. I formation. They go with Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones breaking 2 tackles. Aaron Jones. He's going to go all the way. Max Crosby's the only one who can even see him, as that's a touchdown. Aaron Jones, 81 yards. He broke 2 tackles and went all the way. And suddenly, it's an 11-point Packers lead. The Raiders needing to make a comeback now. They got to do something on offense. This possession, Jacoby Myers has it down 3rd and 2. Momentum firmly on the Packers side as Josh Jacobs powers through Devontae Campbell and has a first down. Just 10 minutes to go. Raiders, what do they got for us? They go outside to Davante Adams, who has the catch near midfield. Davante Adams has that touchdown from earlier. We might need another one from him as Josh Jacobs gets upended at midfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Garoppolo to the air. Up top for Josh Jacobs, and that's going to be 21 yards, nearing the red zone as the offense is moving fast and responding well. Quick outside, DeAndre Carter. And DeAndre Carter on the bubble screen has 7 yards. 22-yard line as Garoppolo hands it to Zamir White, who has just enough for the first down. And they keep Zamir White in the game, but it's going to be a play action. Garoppolo rolling. Garoppolo throwing. That's Davante Adams. Can he get to the end zone? Not quite. Down at the 1. And Davante Adams sets us up for Josh Jacobs to punch us in, but Kenny Clark says no. Kenny Clark with a big play. This time we go outside to Jacobs, avoiding Clark, avoiding Gary, and that's going to be a touchdown as the Raiders come a little closer as they will go for a 2-point conversion to try to make this a 3-point game. But momentum starting to maybe swing back our way as Garoppolo for the 2. He's got DeAndre Carter quick, and that's going to be a 3-point game now as with the Packers taking possession. They got to try to keep up with the Raiders' offense now as they go quick and upended. And Marcus Peters taking him down after a gain of 9. But they go Aaron Jones, who has had a career day, over 200 yards. Aaron Jones, another carry and another first down. Aaron Jones, can he run the Packers to victory? Love to throw. Outside, quick, caught, 4 yards. Love now under center. Flipping the play maybe. He goes Aaron Jones, but there's Max Crosby bringing him down. 3rd and 6. Love rolling left. He's going to throw across his body, and it's no good. Oh, he just had him, but it was out of reach. Throwing across his body cost him there. And now Josh Jacobs will have an 8-yard carry to start the Raiders' possession. Quick throw now. Davante Adams breaking a tackle. Davante Adams to the 47, and Adams is having a big day against his former team. Garoppolo to throw. And he throws in a dangerous pass to Davante Adams. That was double coverage. Could have been picked off. He's got a little lucky this game as Jacoby Myers can't hang on. Now it's third down with under 3 to go. Garoppolo rolling right. He's going to load up and fire one to Michael Mayer. Mayer has it in his hands, but it's knocked away. That's going to be a punt. And with 2.5 to go, it's going to come down to the Raiders defense to try to make a play. They get a first down stop. Second down. Stop again. 3rd and 5. Love with a minute to go. Will throw outside and it's incomplete. The Raiders are going to get a chance. Punt on the way from the Packers. Back deep is DeAndre Carter. He'll field it at the 45 and DeAndre Carter starts right, goes left. DeAndre Carter makes one miss. DeAndre makes another one miss. And DeAndre Carter, are you kidding me? Touchdown Raiders on the punt return. DeAndre Carter. What a play for Carter. The blocking setup so well. And Carter stuns the Packers. And with a minute to go, it's the Raiders' lead. Just incredible. The Packers now suddenly have a minute to try to score a touchdown to win this game. And Love starts his drive off with a 9-yard completion. Under a minute to go now. Under 50 seconds, in fact, as Love will throw. And he has a man over the middle. That's caught. Big gain. First down. Timeout to the 44-yard line. Love will throw quick underneath. That's Aaron Jones, but that's not a good play. They waste a timeout. They waste a down. Only get 2 yards as they throw outside. And that's a swat. That's big play from Nate Hobbs. 3rd and 8. Love to throw. And Love has a lot of time. Over the middle. Caught. No. Christian Watson has it knocked away. 4th down. Love to throw. And he has a man. But he missed him. Missed him. And the Raiders pick up the win. That is about as spectacular of a finish as you will get from us all season. DeAndre Carter with a punt return touchdown in the final minute to give us a miraculous victory. We come back from down 11 in the final 10 minutes of this game. And on Monday Night Football, the Raiders stunning the Packers and getting their 2nd straight victory. Jimmy Garoppolo played a better game, and he did enough for us to win, but it was the running backs for both sides. Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones played incredibly. Aaron Jones did all he could, and a lot of just big plays from the offenses, from the running games. But in the end, it was DeAndre Carter who caught that 2-point conversion to pull us within 3. Also took the punt all the way back to the house. Now it's time to simulate our next game against the New England Patriots, and we will have the college football update. So here are the results from our next game, which we unfortunately lose. A bit of a down note to end this episode, but obviously we're very happy. Jimmy Garoppolo got knocked out of the last game as Aiden O'Connell had to once again come in relief of Jimmy Garoppolo. He is fine. He will start in the next episode, but once again, Jimmy getting hurt, not what you want to see. The offense struggled, and fortunately, our 2-game win streak comes to an end, so we will be sitting at 2-4. Tyree Wilson got a sack, though, but it is what it is. Still really excited after that last game against the Packers. Here's our college football update, though. This is your college football update, and we got a lot of movement and a lot of stuff to talk about here in the polls. And as you can see, a big upset took place in Week 5 and Week 6. More notably, it was in Week 6 where Utah stunned UCLA and Byron Rohit goes down. And potentially goes down in the Heisman voting as UCLA drops all the way down to 11th. And they lost to an unranked Utah team. And Utah, we'll talk about one of their players in a future episode. But elsewhere, Baylor goes down to Iowa State. And Iowa State has been on fire as of late. They started the season 0-1, but they have won 4 straight, including now a win over a Baylor team. Another big upset potentially, Missouri now 5-0 as they take down LSU, who moves down to 15. We will be talking about a Missouri player in this episode. Michigan, elsewhere, jumps up to number 1 as they take down Penn State in dominant fashion. Clemson moves up to number 2 after taking down North Carolina in the top 10 showdown, the game of the week. The first player we will be talking about is Clemson cornerback Arwell Gannady, who caught the game-sealing interception to beat North Carolina, as Clemson was able to only beat them by 6 points, but a win over a top 10 team is obviously huge. Ohio State drops to 3, not really because of anything of their own fault. It's just the 2 teams ahead of them got 2 massive wins, and Ohio State's just been kind of doing their thing, getting to 5-0. So a lot of big results in these 2 weeks, but as we look forward to the next 2 weeks, we have a big LSU versus Alabama showdown, number 4 versus number 15. We have Clemson taking on Virginia, Iowa State now all the way up to 14 taking on number 7, Texas. Utah, who already just pulled off a big upset, now gets their chance at number 8, USC, and Ohio State will be taking on Penn State, as Michigan already disposed of them. We'll see if Ohio State can do the same. Now let's talk about some of these players. I brought his name up about a minute ago, and here he is, Arwell Gannady, cornerback from Clemson, the number 1 rated corner in this draft class, has the potential to, I believe, be a top 10 pick, and I think he absolutely should be a top 10 pick. If you want to talk about the ideal corner that teams are looking for nowadays, it is the guys who have those crazy high ceilings, who can be elite man-to-man cover corners, who can stick on any receiver that you put them on. He has that level of upside to be that kind of a guy, and whether it's intercepting, which he doesn't do all that often, more notably swatting the football, he gets his hand on the football every single time the ball is in the air. He makes a play on the ball. He is very reactive, very quick, very fluid in his motions. If you want a comparison to him, I think he's a bit of a shorter Stephon Gilmore, former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously an amazing corner in this league. I think he has that level of upside, and even day 1, I think he can step in and be at least a pretty effective starter. You can see his stats from his sophomore season. He only got 1 interception by 18 pass breakups, and he's on pretty similar trajectory, similar pace this year, as he helps lead the top defense in the nation. Now, he is not the best player on that defense, and we will talk about a certain guy in a coming episode, but he is the 2nd best player on that defense and should absolutely be a top 10 pick. And any team in need of a corner, including our Raiders, keep in mind the Raiders, we will be having our eyes on Arwell Gannady. How about we talk about the 5-0 Missouri team, who has been a real surprise this season, and they are led by safety Gabe Marietta, and he is one of my favorite players in this draft class, as Marietta is just an absolute ball hawk, an absolute playmaker. He is one of those players who, regardless of the situation, regardless of just whenever you need a big play, Gabe Marietta comes up in the big moments. He has that hard to quantify innate ability to just be around the ball exactly when you need him to be. And I know that's hard to put into, a stat sheet or, a scouting report, but he just has it. He just has that ability. He's a great leader. He's been a captain on that team since day 1. And whenever that team needs the big play, here comes Gabe Marietta flying around the field. 5 interceptions as a sophomore, 12 pass breakups, 2 fumble recoveries. He is always around the football, and it is just incredible some of the things he is able to do. Already he's off to a hot start this season with 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery and a forced fumble this time, as he was able to punch a football out against LSU. And I compare him to Devin McCourty, as Devin McCourty is just a guy who played for a really long time, was able to be around the football, was able to be that center field, just super versatile player. If you needed him to play in the nickel, sometimes he could do that. And he's just a leader, a great player, just so good. And I know some teams are a little deterred because they think things like, fumble recoveries, being in the right place at the right time, stuff like that is not sustainable. And to an extent, that is true. It is not a sustainable thing to be in the right place at the right time. But there's just something about that ability to make the plays when you need them that is so hard to quantify, but is so valuable. And he has everything you could want from a safety. More and more you are seeing just how badly this Raiders team needs a quarterback, and after talking about the center from Michigan, Manny Goran, and some of his potential deficiencies in the offense that he played in, you knew eventually we'd be talking about their quarterback, Jean-Marc Aldrich, who is an absolute certified winner at Michigan, and he has probably the highest floor but the lowest ceiling of all the quarterbacks in this draft class, and he probably will be a first-round pick, but he is one of those players, super quick release, very quick processing, throws the ball, gets it out quickly, does not put the ball in danger. He's a guy who will only throw a handful of interceptions, and even then some of them may not always be his fault, as balls will fly off receivers' hands from the quick passing game, but he's really good in the RPO, will make the right decisions, will make the right calls, but he does not have a strong arm. He can be very passive in a lot of moments, and a big knock on him is he is that, quote, game manager system quarterback that is deemed as a lot of negative connotations to it, but a lot of teams obviously will like that, and like that they can piece him into their offense. You see a guy like Mac Jones get drafted in the first round to the Patriots, and even though he was a very high floor, low ceiling quarterback, he was still able to be a winner early and get a first round pick status out of him. I think that Jean-Marc Aldrich has higher ceiling than Mac Jones. I compare him more to Alex Smith, but I think he won't be going through a lot of the struggles that Alex Smith went through early in his career. Think of Alex Smith like later in his Niners career, and more notably on the Chiefs. Think of that Alex Smith. That's, I feel like, what you're really getting in Jean-Marc Aldrich. But I think that he is a quarterback for a team that if you need just a missing piece to really control the ship, be the point guard, just distribute the ball, he could be a fit for this Raiders team if things start to turn around. If we re-sign Josh Jacobs, if we keep Devontae Adams around, if we can keep the core stars of this team together and we can be competent and we just need a quarterback to really push us over the edge, Jean-Marc Aldrich might be in play for us. But he's obviously got the limitations. And if you need a superstar quarterback, this is not your guy. But if you need a guy who can just come in, do his job, be reliable, be stable, you might be looking at Jean-Marc Aldrich as your quarterback of the future. So that'll do it for this episode. A miraculous victory against the Packers in amazing fashion. Disappointing loss to the Patriots, but we've learned about some of these interesting draft prospects. Let me know what you think of some of these guys in the draft, who you want to see on this team, what you thought of that Packers game, and what your thoughts are just on this team in general. Should we bring back Josh Jacobs? Well, what more lies ahead for this Raiders team? We'll see you in the next episode when we take on the Detroit Lions and simulate a game, maybe make some moves at the trade deadline. We'll see what news comes out about this team. I'll see you in the next one, though.